Welcome back to another Trash Bin vid. In this one, I'm playing an opponent named Samoset, and appropriately, I'm the one making the pilgrimage over to his home courts, UVA, Charlottesville to be specific, on campus with the rest of the college kids. Hard to pinpoint what type of play style he gravitates towards. I would call him a baseliner. That seems a little bit generic and overgeneralized. I did want to make a point to, oh yeah, there it is. As soon as I brought it up, mentioned that he's got a absolute sledgehammer of a two-handed backhand when he has the ability to tee off. Arguably his more formidable stroke between the two wings, which is not particularly common, but he is one of those oddballs that has a more solid backhand than forehand. And the other thing I wanted to mention, yep, there it is, the play that we'll see time and time again, serving out wide. Plenty of spin, kick serve city, kicks like a freaking mule, and picking on my susceptible one-handed backhand there to notch the first game in the scoreboard. So now it's up to me, can I level? And who is this guy? I'm not sure, but it's 40 love, and that turns into a game to love. So that is uncommon for the Condor to have such easy and swift service games. And I think you'll see in due time that that was indeed an anomaly, and the Condor will reveal his true colors in a short time. So, quick game for him again. Love 30, turns to love 40, staring down the barrel of a triple break, unless I can pull some 3 get out of jail free cards in a row. There's one of them with a free point. Backhand cross court, nice to see. And yeah, some menacing depth. Inside out forehand draws the error. Positive right there, and it's 30-40, just one more. Can I cook it up? And yes, just a smidge long, but it's not out of the woods yet, because 2 points later, it's still at outs, another break point to save. And I'm proving to be bending and bending and bending, but refusing to break, and refusing to concede the break, that is. Again, here we go. Number 6 is saved. And can it be the holy number that again gets me out of trouble, or will it be 7th heaven for Samoset? Let's see here. And yep, I just go for a little bit too much, pushing the forehand wide. So it's a 3-1, 2-game lead for him now. And there it is again, off court, off screen rather, not even able to see me as he just sweeps me way out wide with that kick serve on the ad side. And yep, the signature move again on display. That dangerous double-handed backhand brings about the point for him. So 40-30, and you'll have to let me know, this is a questionable call. Was this a charitable donation, or was this the integrous call? Only you can decide in the comment section. I am a firm believer, if you're not 100% sure it's out, then you have to keep karma on your side and call it in. That's 30 frames per second, and that's as concise as I could get the footage. Rather indecisive still in the end. So you'll have to let me know, was it the right call or not. And look at that, passing shot, but he says no as he smothers it like salsa verde on a 5-layer burrito, baby. And here we go, it's ad out, more break points to save. This is proving to be a disconcerting trend here on my service games. And I'm hanging in there. He's definitely on the front foot, and I'm just rallying balls, neutral balls, and yeah, when he picks it up like low-hanging fruit. And ironically, the man in the pickle shorts now finds himself exactly in one. I will say the conditions were rather tough. I mean, I think outdoor courts in general are tough. There's the break, by the way. So it's a double break affair, unfortunately. But on this beautiful campus, absolute treat to be on these courts. I will say, if you look at the leaves and the flag behind me, it's slightly windy. Sun was not the biggest problem, I will admit. But still, I think just generally speaking, outdoor tennis on the hard course is it's just a tough sport in general, and even more so in these conditions. So It's not a Thanksgiving feast from Samoset, but it is a breadstick nonetheless. And there are the stats. 60% first serves from the Condor. 65 of those were won. Only 5 double faults. I say only. Some of you would think that's an alarming number, but as far as my standards go, that's not half bad. But the biggest kicker, the biggest takeaway is 9 break points on my serve. I saved 7 of them, but that was still too little, as that would explain the double break margin at 6-1, and then 0 were concocted when he was serving. So that's certainly going to have to change if I'm going to have any chance at leveling this and even maybe winning this in the breaker, should it come to that. So I would serve first, and at long last, I have a lead in the game, in the match rather. And oof, cleanup crew sent in. That was pretty. Outright winner on the forehand side this time from Samoset. And we'll see. Will the trend continue? Will it be long, drawn out, arduous service games when the Condor is serving, reduce and break points over and over again, and easy breezy service games when Samoset is playing? That's going to be an uphill battle and discouraging proposition to undertake in this second set. But if you saw, there was 40 love. I was jumping for joy there on the far end of the screen because it turned into a game to love, which is a welcome change of pace. So it's love 30. Maybe I can tip this match on his head, and that is on the line, ringer, and yet he calls it out. I think that was pretty conclusive that was the incorrect call. Don't think it was any ill will. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you got that one wrong. I certainly think you did. Inside out forehand, coming in with a volley, and indecision. Where is the killer instinct on those volleys? Nowhere to be found, and in the end, he gets away with that. So talk about a butterfly effect and an immense momentum swing. It could have been love 40 and a most assured break. Instead, it's even Steven 30 all in this same game. So that is brutal in more than one way. And look at that. That's a cop-out. Just trying to bail out of the point. Didn't know what else to do. Brain fart. But it turns out to be a good thing for me, as it brings about not 1 but 2 break points. But it turns out to be uncharted waters. It's my first rodeo. And you can tell because I failed to even get in the point. Squandered both opportunities on Samoset's serve. And there he is. Great positioning. Easy put away. And this time it's not add out, but rather add in, as both opportunities are now long gone. Slice does not clear the net tape. So rather than going up 3-1, we continue all even at 2 apiece. And it's encouraging. 2 holes from either of us. So I think the level, particularly from the Condor, has been leveled up in this second set. I dress like a cucumber with the full intent of playing as cool as one, and that might be coming to full fruition, baby. So here we go, 30 all. I'm in at the net. Decent volley, and yeah, he does not do enough to circumvent the Condor's wingspan on that one. In the end, though, we've been here before, a familiar sight. The Condor's trying to stave off a couple break points, and I get the turkey. 3 backhands in a row. That's good to see. And I saved 1. But maybe I just like the reps. Maybe I enjoy and relish serving so much that I'm purposely trying to get as many deuces games as possible. And here we go. That's break point number 2 saved. But my theory might be substantiated here because it's break point number 3. And I will note on the left side of the screen, the masses are growing. The trash bin faithful are coming out in droves to support the kid. At least that's what I told myself. I could hear the audible gasp, the oohs and ahs as I staved off break points. But in the end, it turned out to be a figment of my imagination. When I did lay eyes on the crowd, they were not looking back at me. But it was some mind games I was trying to play myself into. After all, Djokovic did note one time in a press conference that when they said, "Go Roger," which was the legitimate truth, he only told himself that he heard go nole. So some same psychological tricks at play here. And look at this. 3-all, love 30. We knew it was inevitable. In due time, I would concede the break and fall apart like I always do. And yep, that banana buggy whip, whatever you want to call that, knockoff forehand goes long. And it's love 40. Here we go again, down the same familiar road, saving break points, trying to play from behind. But I'm afraid that, yeah, I'm out of jail free cards as I dump that slice into the net, and he takes the go-ahead break and the lead. And now Samoset is in full driving position, and the finish line just 2 games away for him. But never rule out the kid. The underdog story is at hand. That's a winner chicken dinner on the return, and it's 15-40. Double break point, and at the first time of asking, I give a loopy deep return, which causes some trouble. So in the end, back to level terms at 4-all. Good eye on that one, and it's 40-15. This is not a bad spot to be in after all, as I seal this service game easily. And then I get re-energized by this random college kid, a complete stranger, who turns out to be part of the Trashman faithful, asking me if I know Caleb. I tell him, who the hell is Caleb? I only know the California Condor, baby. And he was as thrilled as I was to say hi to me in person, super flattered that he recognized me. I felt like Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd, pointing up the camera to him. It was sick, and the most wild and bizarre part about it is after the match, he would actually ask me for a picture, which seems ridiculous, but I was truly flattered. So nice to see, again, the drove of college kids actually turned out to be, at least one of them, a genuine member of the Trashman faithful. Can I ride out that energy? The fandom. Will they carry me home? Forehand, fiery exchange. I turn out to be the victor. 5-all. I'm 3 points away, 1 break away from my first set over a 4-5. But not if he has anything to say about it. A couple points later, deuce. Who will blink first? Oh, and that is cute and acute. That is dangerous. And it brings out the first set point. But he has this old faithful in his back pocket at a moment's notice. He pulls it out. The serve and volley, baby. Getting him out of trouble. 2 points later, it's his turn to feel the pressure, be under the oppressive foot of a break, potential break that is, because he gets away with a second set point. Back to deuce we go. I'm in. He doesn't do enough. I'm playing offense, and the overhead cooks up the third opportunity. Certainly, the Condor will seal it this time. And it's not Pilgrim's progress, it's the Condor's progress. As the error comes off the bed of Wilson Revolve, there it is, relegating Samoset down to Squanto. Call me Sacagawea. I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm just delirious. Happy to have the scalp of a 4-5 as I get my first set ever against a bona fide 4-5. Neither him nor me, no victory, no defeat, a draw. We ran out of time. 50 college kids wanting on the court. Let me know what you think. Whatever happens, remember the Trashman 10 is all about the tennis trash we've been.